These are the most powerful experiences that human beings have ever had. This is a list of most powerful experiences that you can have in life as a human being. And they are all happening in good sex, in that moment of sex. Imagine what it does for you. So what is actually happening in sex is that you are spending some time in that experience. Importantly, the value and the benefit of sex does not come from orgasms. It comes from the whole experience of sex. You spend some time in that experience. And that experience is flowing into your system through your feelings, through your senses. So you are essentially absorbing this experience. You are saturating with this experience as it is happening. So that experience of sexual energy in that moment of sex is actually, the reason I'm using the word energy is to simplify it, because it's actually very complex, very layered feeling. It's not a simple feeling. It's not physical pleasure. I explained this in another episode, the very first episode, I think, that was called How to Open a Whole New World of Sex for You. So it's basically a mixture, a cocktail of different feelings and senses that we have as human beings. So you feel that physical sensation in your body, and it is more than just physical pleasure. It is not the same as running a feather on your skin or something, or scratching your back. It is a very powerful vibration of pleasure through your nervous system. It's essentially a very powerful neurological influence on you. It goes really deep into some deep places in your brain. I would not call it even pleasure as much as I would call it a transmission of a blissful state through your nervous system. And we all know that, blissful states, they are really powerful in our brain in terms of transformation and therapeutic influence and the healing influence and restorative influence, all sorts of things. So this is a blissful state, essentially, that is vibrating through your nervous system. It can intensify, it can exist at different frequencies, at different intensities. And what I'm talking about here is only the actual physical sensation. Then you add to this the fact that there is a lot of relational communication happening there. So in good sex, we're talking about good sex, you're experiencing the feelings of love flowing there, the feelings of closeness, the feelings of intimacy, the feelings of connection, all really powerful senses, powerful feelings for a human being. You are absorbing them into your system in real terms right now. What you're feeling there, the experience of that blissfulness flowing into your system, the experience of love, the experience of connection, the experience of intimacy, and the experience of being really there in your body in this moment, completely kind of vibrating with the moment of that energy, which is what happens in sex. These are the most powerful experiences that human beings have ever had. This is a list of most powerful experiences, positive experiences for a human being. Then there is the dark side, of course. Violence is just as powerful, or dominating somebody with power. But if we're talking about actually kind of treating another human being nicely, then these are the most powerful experiences that you can have in life as a human being. And they're all happening in good sex, in that moment of sex. Imagine what it does for you. So I think our perspective of the benefit of sex is really outdated. We think of it as, pleasure is really nice, therefore we somehow feel good from pleasure, and we think it's chemistry. We think, there's hormones produced, and that's what makes us feel nice. What you're really seeing there is pretty much a neurological influence. So these feelings, these senses, they're really activating, they're really flowing into your nervous system. They are flowing into the most powerful places in your psyche, in your nervous systems. Imagine, we all know the powerful therapeutic and healing and restorative influence of those states. We all know how much they empower us when we are in those states of love, or connection with another person, or blissfulness, really powerful blissfulness, or the state of presence in the moment. These are really, really powerful states. So sex is activating the most powerful places in our psyche. Neurologically, it is activating them really powerfully as well. The effect of sex really is measured not in physical metrics. It is primarily about your energetic emotional, psychological well-being. This is how sex affects you. It affects you massively, powerfully, and that changes your well-being and your energy and your quality of life and the course of your life massively.